Are we rolling?
Yes.
All right, so we got the 4L60E back from the transmission place, and we got it completely rebuilt. It's rebuilt with Z-Pack 3/4 clutches. It's got a Corvette servo in it, a B-Sun shell, a 500 boost valve, and a B&M shift kit. All right, here we've got the new Hughes torque converter. The torque converter was selected specifically to go with the cam. Cam's got a range of 1,000 to 5,500 RPM. This particular torque converter's got a stall of 1,800. I read online that you want your torque converter to be between 500 and 800 RPMs higher than the bottom range of the camshaft. So this was selected specifically to go with my particular cam. Kill. All right, so we're getting ready to put this whole thing back together, and step one is making sure that we've got clean surfaces. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to clean out crankshaft pilot hole, get it super clean. Next thing we're going to do is I'm just kind of checking the condition of the flex plate, make sure the flex plate doesn't have any cracks in it or anything like that, make sure it's not missing any teeth, and it seems to be pretty good. Pretty good. I'm sorry.
Quite nasty.
On beer. Some of you may have caught that reference, but my boy did. My boy caught that reference. All right, so, oh, by the way, if you're starting with the flex plate off, then make sure that this surface behind this flex plate right here, you make that nice and clean too, clean out all the holes and everything like that. This flex plate was just put on when I rebuilt the engine, so I'm not gonna mess with it, but it's in good shape. And that is the first part of step one, which is getting her clean. All right. Oh, shit. I mean, shoot. All right. Another thing I want to do is these dowels. I want them clean, super, super clean. So, all right. And I'm also going to clean the mating surface on the back of the engine block, where the engine block is going to come into contact with the bell housing. All right. Our next step was to clean the torque converter pilot, and it's nice and clean. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to measure the circumference of the pilot, and it's coming in at 42.31, and that's in millimeters. Can you see all that?
Yes.
Okay, so 42.31. All right, cut.
Take two.
Take two. All right, so now we're going to measure this. Whoops. We're going to measure the inner diameter, 42.45. Pretty darn close, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, so now we know that our torque converter pilot will fit in our crankshaft pilot hole. Videoing. All right, so whoa, sorry if I'm squishing you. All right, okay. So the next thing to do is just to run a quick test after everything that we've done to make sure that it still fits in there. And if I drop this on my head, it's not going to be pretty.
Oh. Please don't drop it. Okay.
It does fit. Okay. Now.
Are you going to put it on?
Keep it on.
Okay.
All right. Now, we got to make sure our bolt holes line up. Oh. So, Robbie?
Yes?
That ain't it. Hard to say. Oh, shoot. All right. Let's get out of here. All right, because the torque converter is so heavy and I was not able to lift it up and match it up to the flex plate, we did a mock-up of the holes of the torque converter with this piece of cardboard, and we identified exactly where the holes are on the torque converter. And now instead of trying to match the torque converter up with the flex plate, I'm going to check our little mock-up holes against the flex plate and see if we line up. If we do, we'll I think we'll have a party. What do you think?
I don't know. That sounds good.
Okay. All right. So good.
All right.
Good?
Yep.
Okay. Done. All right. So we took our template and we lined up the top hole, and we know this light here is, we can see light. Can you see light coming through?
Yes.
All right. So that one, the top hole is good. If you can see light coming through that hole, that's a good sign. And I'll have to just check this one. Yep, all three of them line up. Good. All right, so one thing that we want to do is we've got two coolers on this thing. We've got a cooler in the radiator, and we've got a transmission cooler, an exterior transmission cooler. So we want to get all that bad fluid out of the lines. So I've got a line here, which is going to come out and go into our bucket of crap. And then with the line in, I've got some of this Cooler Clean. Can you see that? Cooler Clean Trans Flush. So what we're going to do is we're going to hook this Cooler Clean line up to this black line, and we're going to flush all the bad transmission fluid that's sitting in both coolers right now and get the lines as clean as we possibly can. So that's what this is all about. All right? Click.
Okay, well, stuff is coming out of the can. It's going through the in tube. It's going up there. Stuff is coming out of the red tube. Bad fluid. Yeah.
That is not it. Okay, so we poured too much fluid in the torque converter, but we found that if we spin the torque converter, it helps to fling some of that fluid around inside of it and lower the level so that we can put it on the transmission without spilling it everywhere. Plus, my son's having a well of a good time doing this, aren't you? Dang, you're good at that. Where's the fluid now? So the fluid originally was all the way at the top. It was all the way at the top. And he's been spinning it, and he got it to go down a good bit. All right, try spinning it the other way.
Super speed. This is not sped up.
Huh?
I said this is not sped up.
Okay. Let's put the light in there. Oh yeah, it's really distributing itself. Good now. All right, let's keep trying.
I like the color.
Well, it's red.
Yeah, I know.
All right, kill the light. All right, so this is a 3M pad, a little bristle pad thing. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's, where are you? But it's safe for aluminum. So I'm just gonna use it. You can see how bad this looks right here. So I'm gonna use it to clean up the transfer, or the bell housing mating surface. All right, so we cleaned up the mating surface of the bell housing, and we covered everything up with plastic, and we blew it out real good to get as much debris out of there as possible. And we've already got some grease on the spline, but here goes. All right, we should hear 3 clunks. Okay. I guess that's 1. I guess that's 2. I guess that's 3. Nope, there's 3. Why does it sound like it's rubbing? You getting all this?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good. All right, go ahead and turn that off. So the torque converter is scraping against the Torx bolts inside, and that's a showstopper. So, all right, that's it. All right, so we need to measure the distance between the bell housing, mating surface, and the pad of the torque converter. So we'll do that now. Okay, ready? Okay. Now we're at 0.96, so tick under an inch. Let's see what that is. 31/30 seconds, so very close to an inch, but 31/30 seconds. All right, that's that measurement. Now we have to do the same thing underneath the car for the other one. All right, this is our bead number, the distance between the flex plate and the engine block. And that number is 0.8750. Point
0.1.
All right, so our A number, which was 0.97 something, minus our 0.87 and change number, is somewhere around 0.1, which is within our tolerance of 0.6 to 0.187. So by all measures, we are good to put the transmission on the car.